Welcome, friends, to our scripture reflection. For today, it is Wednesday, May the 5th, and it is in the fifth week of the Easter season still. And the gospel, as it has been for these weeks, is the Gospel of John, which is a gospel of love, maybe a little bit difficult, more difficult to see it today. But let's reflect on it a little bit. From our own experience, first of all, I don't have a green thumb. Anything I plant withers, dies. I don't know how to take care of plants, but I do know a few things from friends, from gardeners, people who have a green thumb who know much more than I do. And the fact is that sometimes you watch a gardener, you watch a tree flower, then wither, or a gardener pruning a healthy plant, flower or tree to the point where it looks like it's dying, but it comes to life. Or watch a city crew taking down a great big tree, and it's painful sometimes, but there could possibly be a reason for it. But often, even when it's radically pruned, a plant looks like it's dead, and so we probably ask, why was it taken down? Why was it so radically pruned? Wasn't it able to be saved? Was it really diseased? We have all kinds of questions. Couldn't it have come back to life again? But for some unknown reason, someone with a lot more experience and knowledge than me, obviously, decided that the tree was no longer beautiful, was no longer healthy, was no longer useful, no longer even desirable, because there were better plans for that particular spot. And so chapter 15 today of the Gospel says in John, I am the true vine, and my Father is the vine grower. He removes every branch in me that bears no fruit. Every branch that bears fruit, he prunes to make it bear more fruit. And so, as with the example of the flower or the tree, we ask, why this tree, not that tree? Why was it pruned instead of being cut down? Could it have been saved? The gospel continues with some hope, just for a moment, a vague hope that says, I am the vine, and you are the branches. Those who abide in me and I in them bear much fruit. But then the gospel goes on. Whoever does not abide in me is thrown away like a branch, thrown into the fire and burned. So again, not such encouraging good news, but it's all a part of the good news. And we know that if I'm faithful to God, then God will abide in me. And as John says, then you will be able to ask for anything and it will be done. So the real good news is actually here in this gospel, because Jesus tells us the purpose for this pruning. I have said these things to you so that my joy may be in you and that your joy may be complete. So as I think of God pruning me, cutting off my legs at a certain point, I know he does it to abide more deeply in me. And so, as always, even in the midst of pain, what seems to be an unjust situation, a difficult situation to which there is no immediate answer, but gradually I come to experience the gentle, grateful sense of the many gifts that God has given to me. And so maybe we can ask ourselves as well, how have I experienced God in the midst of the COVID, for example, terrible times. Is the Spirit abiding in me? Let's sit with the Spirit of Jesus for a while. Where is God's life-giving fruit of joy coming from in my own life? Hopefully we can say that it comes from the fact that Jesus is constantly pruning us, constantly freeing us, allowing us to be a temple of the Spirit of God. These are difficult questions in hard times. And so, of course, it's only in love, abide in me, it's only in love that we have the answer, the comfort, the joy, if you want, that will eventually come into our lives. So, my friends, be ready even today to be pruned by God's love. God bless. Have a good day. Thanks for listening.